This is not a video I wanted to make, but I'm going to have to make it to address this person. Before I get into addressing this person, I will say in the description I am linking several different videos made by other people where they've either critiqued them, deep dived on them, responded to them, exposed them, whatever. It's all going to be in the description. Please go check those videos out, because this is not just me. It's not just me having to do stuff like this. This person's clearly problematic, okay? Now, you guys know, my audience, I'm open and honest on my channel. I'm trying to just be real, you know? And I don't like drama. Don't like having to do this. But I'm going to defend myself. If I have to defend myself, I'm going to. Okay, and enough's enough. This person is spreading a false narrative about me. I'm not having it any longer. I've been silent too long. All right. So, Melinda, yes, Melinda the Mystic Witch, or whatever you want to go by, used to be Last Frontier Medium, didn't it? Melinda K. Lyons. Hello, I'm Sarah. I am that divination witch. I am the woman that you responded to about a year ago, and you have recently been posting shorts about, which, let me just put that on the screen. This is a real-time recording. Entities and spirits out there, malevolent spirits, some may call them demons. I think she is one that does that. They will pretend to be not just deities, but your lost loved ones, your spirit guides. They will trick you. They're called tricksters for a reason. The astral parasites, they feed off energy, fear, even positive energy they feed off sometimes. That's what incubus and succubus are. They feed off sexual energy.
This girl is sitting here saying that I'm a fearmonger, but she just contradicted herself over and over, admitting that there are demons, there's malevolent spirits, there's tricksters, parasites. Stop adding different names and stop watching Teal Swan. I don't know what the hell is going on with the community in the paranormal world today. I keep hearing the word trickster spirits, parasites. Stop changing the name. They're demons. They're nothing else. And yeah, people say, oh, well, the word demon just means evil spirit or spirit. But it doesn't matter if you call them tricksters or parasites. They're still demonic, malevolent, evil spirits that came from hell. Demons trick people. Demons are even described as tricksters. So why would you just suddenly change the name and say that they're just trickster spirits? Why? Because it makes you feel better at night? So you can live in denial that they're not actually demonic?
No, I don't believe for a second that you're actually psychic. 2, I don't think you've ever been to hell, much less for 1,800 years.
It doesn't matter to me if you believe that I'm a witch or not. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me if you believe that I was in hell for over 1,800 years. I don't care. The levels of the dimensions and how those dimensions are so different from what we are here. The time does not exist in the other realms like it does here. It's not the same. Do I take his remark about that personally? Does it hurt my heart? Does it make me sad? No, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Okay, you don't believe it. That's fine. But when you die, you're going to get a wake-up call because it's a painful reality.
Entities and spirits out there, malevolent spirits. Okay, you'll have seen the recording. So this is simply not criticism any longer. It's slander and defamation. And I'm not putting up with it, okay? You're saying things about me that are untrue. Well, let me tell you some home truths. I'm trying to be nice about it, like I say, but we're going to get into this. So I made a video response to you about a year ago. And when I did so, it was on your Hecate video. I responded because I am very close with the goddess Hecate. I do worship her and I respect her immensely. And therefore I responded to your take on Hecate, and when I did so, I didn't edit the video. I had your video play out in full and I gave an honest, candid, unscripted response at the time. That was me speaking from the heart. Of course, you're well within your rights to reply to that. You did. In my humble opinion, when you did so, it was in bad taste. But I still held back. I let it go. And you didn't like that. You did try to get rises out of me, and you're still doing it. Because, Melinda, this is what you do. You stir, you cause dramas to try and get views. But we'll get more into that in a second, okay? So your video, when I say it's in bad taste, first you edited it to heck, which is fair enough, whatever. But when you edited it, you were freezing me on frames that I would look horrible in, on purpose to try humiliate me. Fair enough. Childish tactic. Very Regina George, Mean Girls. Whatever. I can take that. You even dug through my TikTok. You even found a video from 2021 where I was in some daft Viking makeup. When I used to do TikTok skits, I've done cosplays and stuff. Whatever. That had no relevance to that video, but you still included that. You had no right to. I'd put it out to the public though, sure. But that had absolutely sweet FA to do with me responding about Hecate. You included that to try humiliate me and make me look like a fool or a clown or whatever, to try and make fun. You also lumped me in with another guy who I met because of you. Thanks for that, we've networked. Atius Dade. You called us both dark occultists. I believe he does class himself as a Satanist. I don't know. That's his path. I'm not. You're calling me that on your latest short, though. There's nothing wrong with being that, not in my eyes, but you think so. Fair enough. But if you're going to try and call me dark, a dark occultist and all these things, get your facts right first. At least put the effort in. Now, you kept saying things in that video, in that response, saying that I was contradicting. And then in the next breath, you would contradict. And one such thing that sticks in my mind because of how silly it was. You were calling all Hecatean witches dark and stuff. And I said I liked Pokemon in the video. And then you told me to grow up, it's childish. And then in the next breath said, oh, but I like Winnie the Pooh. Make it make sense. If you're going to make a point, why would you do that? That was very silly of you. But then at the time when that video came out, you basically lied about me. Not in the video itself, but in the comments. So people were coming to my defence. They didn't like your take on me. They were coming to Hecate's defence as well. But you couldn't handle that. I left you a comment, which I'll put it on the screen, basically saying, look, live and let live. You were childish in your response to that too, saying blah, blah, don't care, something ridiculous like that. Shows your attitude, love. Very, very immature. And so you lied and you hid me from your channel and pinned a comment on the video, basically saying that I was calling you a bully and whatever, which I didn't. It was other people saying that, not me. You couldn't handle the heat. And that just speaks volumes for somebody who is supposed to be some sort of light worker. Not very light of you, is it? Very, very, very childish. So, I will say, if you want to go Mean Girls, I can go Mean Girls, okay? Because there's a lot of things I could say about you, Melinda, but I haven't. Because I've got compassion. I'm not a dick. You post videos about being single and struggling and things like this. And, you know, I have empathy for you. I actually pity you. And to be honest, I even thought about, well, an olive branch to you at one point, despite what you did. But I know my deities wouldn't put up with that, you know. Anyways, I feel really bad for you. I actually do, and I still do, no matter if you respond to this or how you do. Like, I feel bad for you. I feel sorry for you. And that's not me saying that I'm perfect or anything like that, because I'm certainly not. But I do. I will say, one look at your channel, all you seem to do is tear other people down. You try and get views off the back of others all the time. And a lot of these, I've got no idea who the hell these people are. Like, in that short, you mentioned someone called Teal Swan. Who the hell is that? Like, who are these people? But you seem to be going against other YouTubers. There was a Proven Demons or someone. I only found out who they were because of you. You've got several videos about them. You've got videos about someone called Anita. I've never heard of them. You've got videos about other YouTubers and celebrities and just trying to get views off the back of them. That's your mentality. And to anyone with any spiritual intuition, they would look at that and say, oh, this is somebody who wants views, clickbait. Yeah, it's not very love and light. And you can, and I know you can argue that you're exposing people. But where's the lighter side of things? Because I can't see much of that. Anyways, the original video you put me in, like I said, you put me in with this guy called Atius, and like I said, I've networked with him since then, because on my channel I've got a podcast where I have spoke with people from different backgrounds, different practices, and he was on that. I am aware that Atius has made several videos about you. That's not my style. That's up to him. I'm not him. Okay, if he's going to make loads of videos about you, that's on him. I am not like that. But you still lumped me in with him. You still lumped it together. And now, like, you're milking it, basically. I've not sat and made several videos about you. As tempting as you make it, you really make it tempting with some of your takes. I haven't. And why is that? Again, because I've got compassion. I'm spiritual as well, and I let things go because I've got bigger things on my plate, bigger fish to fry. I've got a lot going on, and I'm trying to grow as a person. And this is very low level stuff. Even me responding to you right now, I'm feeling very low level doing it, but I feel I have to because sometimes we do. Now, you're saying in the short that I'm a Satanist, and I'm not. I don't think personally there's anything inherently wrong with that. There's good and bad in everything. But you seem to have a problem with that, and that's fair enough. That's your view. It's not mine. But if you want to get your facts right, I am a Hecate witch, okay? And as a Hecate witch, what that means is somebody, of course, who follows the goddess Hecate and her way of doing things. And that's why I reacted to you in the first place, because of who I am. If I had to describe what my practice is, it's the middle ground. It is not all light, it is not all dark. It is the grey path, the crooked path, the in-between. I'm open-minded. I study both the light and the dark. Now, I don't know if you actually understand the concept of duality from your videos. I don't really feel you do. I know you label yourself as a pagan witch, but your behaviour, your takes on things is very Christianised. Spiritual warfare is not clear-cut the way you try and say it is. Yeah, there are beings out there, deities, demons, whatever you want to call them, that are capable of both good things and bad things. You yourself profess to be some light warrior, whatever that may be, but look at your actions. They're not very love and light, are they? You're exposing people all the time, but that's a feeble cop-out to say it's exposing. It's for views. You're just as bad as these extremist Christians that tell people they're going to go to hell if they don't find Jesus and that they're worshipping demons. And it's because people don't fit your worldview, you know? You're doing the same thing. You know, when it comes to Hecate, what you said about her, all right, that's your experience, but she actually isn't just a dark goddess. She is a goddess of all things. She is capable of dark things, but she's capable of light things too. She has over 100 epithets, if not more, from things like Brimo, which is her more primal side, to Phosphorus, which is the light bringer, the torchbearer, her light side. She was called on to protect the home and to protect women and children. So no, she isn't just dark. She's everything. She is duality. And what she does is she guides lost souls, both the living and the dead, She is not a demon, which you're obsessed with the label demon, but she is a primordial goddess. She's one face of the divine feminine, just as much as somebody like Isis. And I know you say you have worked with Isis, and Isis does have sides to her that could be classed as a dark goddess, her and her sister Nephthys. Nephthys was a goddess of the underworld and funerary rites and mourning and things like this, and so was Isis. Look at the story of her and Osiris. Anyways, they both presided over life and death. They're both healing and they're both light. If you want another example of duality, Archangel Uriel, he is known as the light of God, but he's labelled as a demon or a jinn by King Solomon himself in his Ariel Spirits grimoire. He is a duke, according to King Solomon, and he is capable of both light and dark things. Even your own beloved Archangel Michael, who you say you've had a romantic relationship with, he can do both. Now, duality is a spectrum. It is not black and white. The label demon, yeah, you make snarky comments about that label. People have tried to explain what it is and educate you on it. The origins of the word are from Greece, and daimon or daemon, it did mean helpful spirit, but that's whatever. What does it matter? Demon, whatever. All right, call them a demon. In the video that you reacted to, and in the short, I mentioned trickster spirits. All right. Call them a demon. You made a snarky comment about that. Why are you changing the name? I'm not, because demons Christianized. That's why. But, all right, we'll call them demon. It doesn't negate from the fact that they're real. And basically, you need to look outside of your viewpoint. You need to have an open mind. The reason I mention entities and tricksters is because you're clearly clueless to that. And I'm sorry to say it, and I'm sorry to be mean girls myself here, but everything you mention is like something out of a horror movie, and that's not the reality of things, and loads of people have told you this. You do realise the things that you call demons are the infernal divine. They are higher powers. They are sometimes gods that were demonised. They are not all devils and demons and all this weird stuff that you say. Sure, they can be good and they can be bad, yes, just like any other deity or angel or spirit or human. They are infernal because they are of the earth, and infernal is just another word though. It's just another label. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying not to say that your experiences are all BS, but you do realise that there are lesser beings out there that, all right, we'll call them demons, but they are tricksters. They will trick you. They are lower level entities that will tell you that they are your dead grandma, a deity, a celebrity. And honestly, from what you have shared in your videos about, like being the lover of Archangel Michael and Elvis Presley, I'm not wanting to go there, but I do feel you're being tricked. Why the hell would Elvis Presley care? Anyways, the entities that trick people in this way are the true demons. These entities and tricksters, demons, whatever you want to call them, I've seen them many times and I've fought them off for myself and for other people. And I educate about them on my channel. They are what the Native Americans call wetigo. They are a whole thing unto themselves. They are truly evil, if you want to label it that. They want us to be destroyed. They want us to destroy ourselves. They are heinous. Every single disgusting, horrible act you can think of, they like, because they want us to be destroyed. They want us to commit these acts because they feed off that horrible energy. But these beings are not the likes of Lucifer or Lilith or Payman or whoever. These are disgusting, vile creatures. And yeah, all right, call them an effing demon if you really want. Like, it doesn't matter. Trickster, demon, entity. They're going to feed on you. They're going to trick you or anybody in any way they can, because they use fear. They use sexual energy. and they prey on people's mental health, and they prey on people's physical health as well. And I'm sorry, but I have to say it in my honest opinion, Melinda, from the story times of your encounters you've had, they've been very harrowing. I'm not saying you haven't had them, but they've been harrowing and they've been sexual. And they scream these things to me. If you want to call them a demon, do what you want. But they are evil, they are sick, they are dark. And I think you're riddled with them. You attack people. You feed into that energy. You're pretty negative about things. You have negative dialogue and critiques, even about yourself, when you put things up about being single so long, and even putting shorts up, in your underwear, and tearing other people down and things like this. Like, love, look inside yourself. I'm not perfect myself, and I don't take any pleasure in saying these things, but I'm doing it because I'm not having my name put out there with your BS crap, and for you to say that people are, doing this for their own gain. Absolutely not. You're doing it for your own gain, if anyone. I don't profess that I know everything either, like you keep saying. None of us do, at the end of the day. None of us do. We're human beings. We're not meant to know everything. Well, let us tell you something, woman to woman, Melinda. Seriously, instead of tearing other people down, look inside yourself. Why are you angry all the time? Why, I only reacted to you because of Hecate, okay? Why did you feel the need to do that? Because of views? Because of popularity? You can help people. You can spread your love and light. Do it. Show people how to heal themselves. Show people how to protect themselves. Where's a video on your channel about protecting? Where's a video on your channel about banishing? How to identify a demon, as you would call it. I'd say trickster, whatever. Where's any videos about that? You've got your experiences. Yes, great. But other than that, you're tearing people down. Now, I could dissect your things. I really could, love. And I don't want to, because I'm not a mean girl. To me, look, I have to just spit it out. The spell you shared was very beginner. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all got to start somewhere. Why don't you share what you know? Properly share things. You keep going on about, I'm shadow banned, I've got no money, this, that happened. In your words, karma, right? What you put out is what you get back. So all this negative stuff that you keep putting out about people, you're getting it back. You're not getting views because you're getting this karma back. I'm not perfect myself. I'm not a huge YouTuber. But if you really want views, work on it and work on you. Basically, I'm willing to offer an olive branch to you here and say, look, let's stop working against each other and work together to a common goal. I'm not saying to sit and collab with you or whatever, but work towards a common goal. Come on, us as witches, and you're labelling yourself as a witch, we've got enough outside hatred, enough people outside tearing us all down. We don't need to do it to each other. Not everyone agrees. Since having that response video to you and from you, I've dealt with a hell of a lot on a personal level, and I've had people coming after me for my takes in horrible ways, magically, and scary, very scary, not just YouTube beef. I'm talking about very scary shit, right? And I'm sure you can attest to that because of your experiences you've had, all right? Life's too short, right? I'm sure if you went to one of your deities, Shiva, Shiva, yes, he's known as the Destroyer as well. He is duality. He's beautiful. He's an amazing guy. And I don't mean looks-wise, I mean energy-wise. But if you went to Shiva, he would not be saying this to you to be so petty. He'd be telling you to rise above it, someone so powerful. Ganesha, compassionate, loving, beautiful, beautiful energy. Even Archangel Michael would not be telling you to be this petty. Come on, love. Stop it. Get some help. And I'm not meaning that nastily, sincerely. If you need help spiritually, I'll help you where I can. I know you're going to rip into me for saying that, but I'm being serious because I don't think you know what you're doing in that regard. And I'm not saying that to be nasty or anything. You could get people hurt with some of the stuff you say. You really could. Yeah. I don't know what else to say here. Stop calling me a Satanist and dark occultist. You don't know what the going on about, love. And until next time, as I say to my audience all the time, stay safe, stay witchy. But I mean it to you as well, Melinda. Stay safe. Take care of yourself and leave me alone.